Oh, that's bright light. Good morning. I figured out how to turn this light off. Although, we probably need it right now. I'm not blocking the camera, am I? I can't even see the camera lens. This thing is shining right in my eye. Anyway, what should we talk about today? I got so much stuff to go over, but you know what? You guys should leave comments below about things that you want to learn about RVing or things that you want me to talk about. There's a lot of good stuff up in here, but figuring out what I want to put into videos or put in to my blog is a different story. So, tell me down below, comment or on the side or wherever it is, depending on what kind of device you're using. Tell me what you want to know, and I'll make a video about it and I'll explain it. You'd be surprised what I know about RVing. Otherwise, I'm gonna get up and of course make my coffee, and I'll figure out what we're going to talk about today. See you soon. Alright. Well, I got McDonald's coffee today. It was free, so it tastes especially good. McDonald's coffee isn't bad anyway. I want to clarify something real quick. You see the sweater I have on, you'll see it on me in most videos. I do change my clothes, everything underneath gets changed quite frequently. But this is a very warm North Face sweater, and it's much more comfy than wearing a coat all the time. So I kind of wear it as my coat because I can wear it inside and outside. So you'll see it on me a lot. Just know I frequently change, you know, my undershirts and stuff like that in my shower. Okay. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to talk about today. Give me a little bit. Finish my coffee. Well, actually, you don't have to give me any time. It'll just be a couple seconds for you. But I'm going to take a little bit, finish my coffee, and think. And then I'll get back to you. But, again, you don't have to wait, because that's the magic of copying and pasting these little videos together. Which you can see I suck at. I don't do any trimming. But I like to keep it real. See you soon. Well, I'm lazy today. So I'm thinking today we talk about interesting trucks. That truck was interesting. I'm thinking about getting my, well, you call it CDL in the US, and it's called a Class 1 here. Driver's license. I don't think I'd have to learn much more than I know now. I already have an air brake endorsement. I drive a 30-foot RV, usually towing my Jeep behind it, or towing my sailboat behind. I understand fuel economy, keeping up the tire pressure, all that important stuff, which we can talk about today. There's just some other dynamics that goes to trucking, setting the wheels, and obviously it is a lot bigger, and other things that I would need to learn. So I think I'm going to ask someone if they need help on their runs, offer my time in exchange for learning the other stuff that I don't know. Because I'm definitely not interested in paying $11,000 to go to school to do it. I already have a career. I make money. I would just be interested in doing it because the long hauls you get to see all over the North America, and your gas is paid for. I like driving, and you get to drive and sleep in truck stops just like I do now, all expenses paid. So how about that? Back to that tire thing. Yes, there's a topic for today. Properly inflated tires. A lot of people think that the max PSI on your tire is what you should fill it to. Wrong. inside the door jamb of your car door or RV door or whatever you're driving, there is a little decal. And on that it tells you exactly what you should inflate, what the tires should be, what type, first of all, and what you should inflate them to as far as PSI for both front and back. It is important to stick with this. It is important to keep in mind that PSI in the cold climates here will drop when it gets cold because air it starts to contract in the cold. Or if you start in a cold climate and you start driving down to a warm climate, the air will expand. Or the air will expand when you're on a highway for a long time because it gets hot. So, that number they give you on the door is cold air. Keep that in mind. That's the cold air rating. You may find if you're doing a long road trip south, it's possible you may have to let a little air out of your tires, unless your tires have a slow leak, which some do, very slow. And by the time you get there, they may already be at the proper PSI. But it is important to watch your PSI to prevent blowouts. You know those pieces of rubber you see on the side of the highway? On an 18-wheeler, when there's 17 other wheels on the ground, it makes a mess, and if there's a car behind it, it can cause some damage. But it doesn't send that 18-wheeler out of control. It can keep on functioning, pull to a safe stop. But when you have a blowout on something with only 4 to 6 wheels, it can cause a mess. So that's today's lesson. Properly inflated tires. It's also important to know your tire's age. For example, the tires on my RV look mint. Barely any of the tread is gone. There's probably 9/14 tread left, which is really good. Anyone would think that these tires are amazing, but these tires are 6 years old. So that means sometime this year, regardless of how much tread is left on the tires, they need to be replaced, because the rubber starts to fatigue after so long. So they look great, but eventually you'll start seeing little cracking around the outside of the tires. And that means it's time for change. It means they're getting old. And I'm starting to see it around mine. In fact, let's get out and have a look. You can hear my generator going there. Alright. That's the rust cure stuff. I do that a few times a year, spray underneath this thing, keep the rust off. You'll see on the side of my door there's the, see? Tells you what kind of tires and what PSI they need to be at. Look for that on your vehicle. Tires are a little dirty here, but if you look at them, tons of tread, right? Some people would think, man, those things are good. But what I notice, and I know the age of them, and I keep my eye on them, is there's these cracks. And I don't know if you can see it with this camera. Yeah, you can, I think. There's these cracks starting to form here. That means the rubber is starting to fatigue. That means it's time to start looking at new tires. Now, I don't think these are fatigued enough that they're going to blow today, knock on wood. But sometime this year, regardless of how much tread is left on these tires, they need to be replaced. I already have new ones on the back, it's just the front ones I gotta replace. And obviously the front ones are gonna be the most important because there's dualies on back. If one blows, you still got another one there. And the front ones steer. Yes, I'm back at that same truck stop. I came back. I'm hiding. Truck stop's on the way over on the other side, and there's this trailer that's been here for a few days. So I'm hiding over here because I'm back again, and this will be my 4th day. But I'm waiting to find some propane in the area. So yeah, I was a little lazy thinking about just looking at trucks. Looking at trucks is cool. But at least we got a tire lesson out of that. So I will happily name this video Tire Lesson. Anyway, I like looking at trucks and just imagine what it's like getting paid to live in a truck. They're called OTR truckers, the ones that live on the road. And what that is they're never home. They basically live in their truck. Some of them don't even have a home. Truck's their home. And they get sent from one location to another, non-stop. They could pick up a load in Montreal, take it all the way to Orlando, Florida, pick up a load, bring it back, or get sent off somewhere else. They just going non-stop. And it's all paid for. So instead of me taking my writing money and putting it all in the gas tank, I could still do writing and do that job. I have been considering it. Now these guys that come in, that's a relatively small one with 2 trailers on back. But there's some big ones and I have no idea how they maneuver those. But I don't have to. I just want a nice one like that Volvo there, with a sleeper in back. And just drive those. Oh, here comes another one. That's got a nice big cab on back. Not too tall. I hear from Trucker Josh's vlogs that these kind of flatbed trailers are a tough job. Always out tying down and covering up, no matter what the weather. He says he doesn't envy them, so I'll take his word for it. He's gonna back in on the other side of this trailer. That guy there that says caravan, that truck's been there since I've came the other day, so you see the snow still around it. So we're all right. And look at that monster down there, that red truck with the big long flatbed thingamabobber on back. Comment below if you know exactly what that's called, please. Carrying whatever that is. Atlantic tilt load, so I wonder if tilt load is the name of what it's called. Let me know, comment. I could use Google, but I don't know what to Google. So yeah, someone tell me. Anyway, I think that's long enough of a video today. We got some information and some interesting stuff, and a little peek of what I like to do. Just sit up here and have my coffee, watch the trucks go by. Sometimes just sit here and contemplate life. Sometimes I miss having a home. Sometimes, most of the time I don't, but every now and then it's like, yeah, it'd be nice having the home. But then you think about all the money you spend having one, and how all that money can be applied to fuel to drive around. It's just that when I'm out of town, I miss my daughters. Especially the one that I have custody of that's with her mom right now while I'm taking a little tour. But I'll have her all next week. Because I'm used to having her, that's why I find I miss her a little more there. You would have met her in other videos. But that's it. Otherwise, I love this life. You know? you guys are going to enjoy my documentary because you'll see the ups and downs. Again, I'm not giving you exact details of what I'm going to go over, but I promise it will be thought-provoking. Anyway, like I said, that's been enough. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below, please. And please comment on what the heck that thing is. That big, long truck. And, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that people like my blog. If you don't, tell me why. I want to make this better. Comment below and say, hey, you know, it would be nice to see this, Steve. Or, you know, Steve, you talk too fast. And I know I do talk too fast. I'm trying to slow down. But yeah, tell me what I can do to make my vlogs more interesting for you. Alright, take care.